It's getting warm in here. Well, welcome to our humble abode. Isn't that scenery beautiful? Isn't that pretty? I don't worship trees, and I know you don't either. So why not enjoy the beauty? Come on. You can't tell me that doesn't look good, doesn't it? Beautiful stuff. Everybody stepped out to go and eat. We've had a long work day. It is Monday, and I'm going to do beside the Still Waters Devotional. I might even do another one after this if I have the time, if everybody is still out. See, when everyone's gone, I come out into the living room, to the kitchen, to the dining room, and I make videos. And then when everybody's home and I make a video, I do it in my room, in the privacy and comfort. Hello, Grayson. Grayson's messaging me on Instagram. It's been a good day. We had something bad happen, but I prayed and God took care of it. God, let's just say, God helped us dodge a bullet. So even though something bad did happen, it could have been a whole lot worse. And I believe that God answered my prayer and really saved our bacon, so to speak. I'll tell you what, Walmart is extremely busy now because Thanksgiving's in a few days. All right, this is day 21. I'm planning to have this whole book done. It's only 30 days. I'll have it all done before Thanksgiving. That's the plan. This is called Too Quick to Talk. And in the 13th verse of Proverbs chapter 18, it tells us, "He that answereth a matter before he heareth it is a folly and shame unto him." And it wants us to read the entire book of Proverbs, not the book, the chapter rather. And I am prepared. I have my bookmark all set, good to go. We are reading from the Modern English Version, MEV. This Bible has served me well. It's helped me really get into the Word. All right, verse 1 in Proverbs chapter 18. It says, "He who separates himself seeks his own desire. He seeks and quarrels against all wisdom. A fool has no delight in understanding, but in expression or in expressing his own heart. When the wicked comes, then comes also contempt, and with dishonor, reproach. The words of a man's mouth are as deep waters, and the wellspring of wisdom as a flowing brook. It is not good to favor the wicked, or to turn aside the righteous in judgment. A fool's lips enter into contention, and his mouth calls for flogging. A fool's mouth is his destruction, and his lips are the snare of his soul. The words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down into the innermost parts of the body. He also who is slothful in his work is brother to him who is a great waster. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and are safe." And they have a song with those lyrics in it. It's a good song. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and they are safe. The rich man's wealth is his strong city, and has a high wall in his own conceit. Before destruction, the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility. He who answers a matter before he hears it, it is folly and shame to him. The spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity, but a wounded spirit who can bear? The heart of the prudent gets knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeks knowledge. A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men. He who is first in his own cause seems just, but his neighbor comes and searches him. The lot causes contentions to cease and keeps the mighty ones apart. A brother offended is harder to be won than a strong city, and their contentions are like the bars of a castle. All right, we're on the home stretch now. Verse 20, "A man's stomach will be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth, and with the increase of his lips will he be filled. Death and life are in the power of the tongue." Good verse. "And those who love it will eat its fruit. Whoever finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor of the Lord." Of course, if it's a wife that God would approve of. The poor man uses entreaties, but the rich man answers roughly. A man who has friends must show himself friendly, and there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. And we know who that is. That would be Jesus Christ himself. Alrighty, let's do this. Let me back up a little bit. Make myself comfortable. Too quick to talk. The author is Eric Volkov of Sparta, Tennessee. So, Brother Eric, we're reading your devotional tonight. Our mower was gone. What had happened? After a few quick phone calls, I concluded that it had been stolen. After all, that's how things had been in an earlier theft. One day I had my tools, the next day they were gone. I also remembered that the dog had barked strangely the previous night. I must warn my neighbors. They'll need to make sure their belongings are secure. As I was informing my neighbors, one said, "I think your mower is in our barn." What? Then I remembered. A few days earlier, I had driven the mower to our neighbors so I could borrow their tractor. Because of the weather, the tractor was still at our place and the mower at theirs. How foolish I felt. Now I had to go back to my neighbors and correct my incorrect story. This experience left me thinking how much better it would have been to investigate matters thoroughly instead of jumping to conclusions. Yet many times that's what we do. As one person said, about the only exercise some people get is jumping to conclusions. I've never heard that before. That's pretty good. Let me read that again. About the only exercise some people get is jumping to conclusions. There's the whole tree if you want to see it. So pretty. The heart of the righteous studieth to an answer, but the mouth of the wicked poureth out evil things. Proverbs 13:28. Let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. James 1:19. These two verses can be very helpful in making sure we do not speak too quickly. Studying or considering our answers and being slow to speak will certainly help us avoid regrets later. There are times, however, when we should not hesitate to talk. We should be quick to express encouragement and appreciation. We should be quick to speak a word for the Lord, as long as we know it's from the Lord, right? But with stories and reports that we hear, let's be slow to speak. Amen to that. So true. It says at the bottom, think carefully before you tell, lest false accounts begin to swell. All right. Well, I'm not going to be hasty to turn this video off because I'm still letting you enjoy the beauty. All that's missing is the music. Thanksgiving's coming up. If this is the last video you watch before Thursday, I want to say God bless you. I hope you enjoy your family and your friends. Make sure that you do, because as I like to tell people, the circle might be broken. You never know who won't be in your family or friend circle at this time next year. This country, America, could be a very different country by a year from now. In fact, I'm willing to bet that it will be. So enjoy the peace and quiet now while you've got it. Enjoy your family, church family, blood family, and friends. I'm getting tongue-tied here, but you know what I mean. So God bless you. Enjoy it. And I will see you in the next Beside the Still Waters devotional.